So we've all talked to an AI, right? Asked it for a recipe, a quick fact, maybe even a joke. But what if it could do more than just talk? What if it could actually do things for you? Well, welcome to your 5-minute curriculum on the next big step, AI agents. These aren't just chatbots anymore. Think of them as your new digital co-pilots, ready to handle the boring stuff so you can get back to what's important.
Okay, let's dive right in, because this really says it all. A chatbot is a conversational partner. You ask a question, you get an answer. Simple. But an AI agent, that's an action taker. It actually connects to your apps and does things. Think of it like this. A chatbot is the librarian who points you to the right book. The AI agent is your personal assistant, who finds the book, reads the important parts, drafts a summary, and schedules a meeting to discuss it. It's the difference between asking and actually achieving.
So, what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, AI agents usually come in two main flavors, and it all depends on how we interact with them. Let's look at a couple of examples so you can really see the difference between what we call a conversational agent and an autonomous one.
All right, first up, the conversational agent. This is kind of like having a super-powered Siri on your team. Imagine a manager who needs a social media report, like right now. Instead of spending an hour digging through data, they just ask the agent. The agent gets it, connects to all the platforms, crunches the numbers, builds a beautiful report, and fires it off in an email. Just like that, an hour of tedious work is gone, replaced by a single sentence. That's the power we're talking about here.
Now, this is where things get really interesting. The autonomous agent. This guy is like your silent partner, working away in the background. It doesn't need a direct command, it's triggered by an event. So picture this, your inbox is an absolute disaster overnight. While you're sleeping, the agent is scanning, sorting, and prioritizing everything. It's even drafting replies to the urgent stuff. You wake up, and before you've even had coffee, there's a summary waiting for you. It's all about starting your day ahead of the game, not behind it. So, how do these digital sidekicks actually work? What's going on under the hood? It really boils down to 4 key ingredients, 4 essential building blocks that make up the blueprint for every single AI agent. And understanding these, well, that's the core of our curriculum today. First, you've got the AI model. This is the brain of the whole operation. It's your GPT-4, your Claude, the engine that does all the thinking and reasoning. But picking the right model is a big deal. Why? Because it's a trade-off. Using a super powerful model for a simple task is like using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. It's slow and expensive. You want to pick the right brain for the right job to build an agent that's not just smart, but also fast and efficient.
Okay, next up, instructions. Think of this as the agent's job description. You give it a role, maybe even a personality, and a very clear purpose. This is absolutely crucial because this is how you build trust. You need to know that your agent is going to do its specific job and only its job every single time, without going off script. Clear instructions are the guardrails that keep these powerful tools on track.
The third block is knowledge. The best way to think about this is like you're training a new employee. You have to give them context, right? You feed the agent your company's specific info, your website, your product docs, those internal PDFs. And this is where the magic really kicks in. A generic chatbot knows about the world, but an agent with your knowledge knows about your world. That's the difference between a helpful stranger and a true expert on your team.
And finally, we have the absolute game changer, tools. This right here is what really separates an agent from a plain old chatbot. By connecting to things called APIs, an agent can actually use your other software, your Google Calendar, your Slack, even your Stripe account. Tools are what turn an AI from a know-it-all into a do-it-all. It's the bridge from the digital world of information to the real world of getting stuff done.
Now, you're probably thinking, this all sounds amazing, but I'm not a developer. This has to be super technical. And you know what? That's the most exciting part. This kind of power isn't just for huge companies with teams of engineers anymore. A whole new wave of no-code platforms means that building your own AI agent is something anyone, and I mean anyone, can do.
There are basically 3 main roads you can go down right now. You can use custom GPT builders right inside ChatGPT for making quick and powerful tools for yourself. You can jump on conversational AI platforms like VoiceFlow to build really smart agents for your website. Or you can use automation platforms you might already know, like Make.com or Zapier, to connect all your apps together and build some seriously complex workflows for your agent.
So let's bring it all home. We've just gone through the whole curriculum. You now know that agents are all about action, not just answers. And you've got the blueprint: a smart model, clear instructions, specific knowledge so it's relevant, and the tools to actually make things happen. This isn't just theory anymore. It's a practical guide to building your own digital helper.
And I think this quote just perfectly sums it all up. AI educator Brendan Jowett said, "It's really like a robot employee that lives in your computer." And that's the mental shift we all need to make. We're moving away from thinking of AI as just a tool we use and towards seeing it as a team member we can delegate to, a tireless, super efficient employee that's always ready to go.
So that leaves us with one last big question. The question isn't just what can you automate, but what could you achieve with all the time and mental space you get back? You have the blueprint, you know the tools are out there, so what's the first tedious, soul-crushing task you're going to fire yourself from and hire an agent to do instead?